powerboat racing. Straight away won a championship, and now he's off to England to try his luck in the most competitive series on the planet. Sean Summerfield reports.
A perfect day for a buzz around the bays, but Greg Brinck has never had the patience for that. This is what he calls a fun day out on the water. With 11 boats and growing, Formula Honda is the most popular class in New Zealand. It's also the cheapest and most competitive. The boats and motors are identical. The only difference is the skill or bravery of the helmsman.
We seemed to go well in the rough conditions, much to the disgust of my son, who was yelling at me the whole time to slow down.
Putting the frighteners on son Daniel is a Brinck family tradition. This picture is from 1971. Greg is the co-driver. His father is at the helm.
My dad started me in it. In fact, my first motorsport event was with him in Offshore in early 70s. And he was at the time, I think, Class C champion, and you know, he's great behind the scenes.
A successful touring car and motocross racer, Brinck turned that racecraft to good use, winning the inaugural Formula Honda series. The prize, a trip to Guernsey for the final round of the UK series.
You've got to disregard anyone else beside you and just hold your line. And looking at the UK racing that I've seen so far, you know, we're going to be 22 boats out there doing a bit of this, so yeah, bring it on.
And he'll need to bring something as well. The UK fleet is the biggest and most competitive offshore series in the world. Sean Summerfield, 3 News.
To the UK to take on the world's best. Well, that's what they thought they were. Sean Summerfield reports.
This is the first time Greg Brinck's speedboat has seen the light for over a month. It's been in storage, a victim of its own success in this year's Formula Honda Championship. The prize, a trip to the UK to compete in the Guernsey Grand Prix, where Brinck and son Danny were loaned the English version to race, and not a very good one at that.
The boat they'd given us was lying 12th in the championship and had been used for guest drivers, you know, press and Honda UK staff to drive. And I think the best result it had got was a 7th place.
There's a couple of reasons to suspect H2O's lack of success was down to driver ability. First of all, every boat and motor is identical. Secondly, Greg Brinck not only won the Grand Prix, but by a record margin of 1:40.
The whole concept of this race series is the boats are all identical and it's supposed to be close racing, and you know, without trying to boast, I think it's harder here to win than it was over there.
And that may be why Brinck found the going so easy. Officially, the conditions in Guernsey were classed as rough. This is a typical day's racing in New Zealand. Sean Summerfield, 3 News.